We are live. How's everybody doing? My name is Alan Roberts. I hope you all had a very happy and safe Labor Day weekend. I had a great weekend. My wife and I are working on some major projects on our end, and spent most of the time doing that. But we did kick back, watch a couple movies, and it was a very nice time. My advice to everybody out there, like spend time with like the people that are important. Like a lot of people get caught up in doing all this other bullshit, but most of these people are irrelevant to you in your life. But that's just my little advice. I was already live on Daywave today with Royce Lopez from the ROTC, which is the Return of the Revenge of the Sith. Revenge of the Sith. I can't even get it out of my mouth. Too much ADHD today. Had a great time. But right now, we're going to talk about how Tess Holliday has gained what I would consider to be a dangerous amount of weight for somebody that was already a behemoth. And then here in about an hour, I'm going to be joined by one of the people from Daywave, and we're going to be talking about all things COVID because, in case you guys didn't see, it's like whenever I start talking about it, they want to shut me off. But in case you guys didn't see, I told you so. They are pulling the COVID gene therapy, which they have finally admitted that was a gene therapy when so many people were like, no, it's a vaccine. And then now they're pulling it. So you will be getting caught up on all that and how the pandemic is complete bullshit, and I can prove it with facts, and nobody else can debate me because I keep having doctors run away from me. So that's beyond the point. I wanted to pull this up. I was sent this video, and while I myself, I personally am not a fan of this woman. She is a horrible, detestable, vile, lying, fucking conniving, horrible individual. But damn. I don't even know if I have the sound for this, just so everybody understands, because very frankly, they might remove it. But this woman, this is Tess Holliday. She looks ginormous just right there, bigger than she has probably ever. And I don't think we can hear it. I think they stripped it. They're doing that a lot lately. They're stripping the video off. There's the sound off of it. And she's basically sitting there, and I don't care about her words. That's where we're at. I'm going to let you know, anybody that is shaped like this, their words don't mean fucking shit. But I'm sorry if that offends you, but not a thing this person can be said should be listened to, because everything is through the scope of I need to eat. Fucking everything in this person's life revolves around I need to fucking eat. Everybody's saying I gasped. Wait, just wait. Just wait, hang on. She's babbling about her book and how, by the way, her book, I've already covered her book, which is why we don't even need the sound. Her book is about how teens and tweens should deal with people calling them fat, as if somebody should take advice from this person, or even think that if you bought your tween child this fucking wildebeest book, you are a horrible fucking parent. She's a horrible person. Horrible person. And everybody keeps saying, holy shit, you're not even seeing it. Give me a second. Hang on. We're about to get to it. And look. What the fuck? That's not even tenable. Okay, like holy fucking shit. It looks like it looks like an AI render of a Wall-E person. Her waist to height ratio is, God, she's 5'3" fucking tall. I guarantee you, if we took a tape measure around her waist, it is going to be larger than 63 fucking inches. Look at these women. Like you guys, can we really see how these women are looking at her? They're smiling, but just look. Ugh. It's so weird because look, Tess's hands appear to be normal for size, just fat. But then there's this, which is the rest of the whole body. I mean, she is sitting. She cannot sit back. Like, just so everybody is clear. She is sitting straight up because if she leaned back, it would look even fucking worse. I guarantee it would look even fucking worse. But instead, she's sitting up. First of all, to the people that built that motherfucking couch, you are the fucking heroes. If somebody find me the designer of that couch, because I want them to literally design my bomb bunker for my homestead. No shit. Whoever built that couch is the Elon Musk of building couches. That's for fucking sure. Because that is fucking insane. That's wild. That is well over a 500-pound woman. Well over. This woman thinks she fucking, I'm not going to be nice. I've been trying to be nice, but I'm not going to be. So listen. This isn't Angry Bald Man shows up and talks shit on fat people. I hope everybody gets that, right? Like, do I make fat jokes? Yes, because part of what I do is comedy. And if you don't think I'm funny, I don't fucking care. But a lot of what I do is comedy because that's the way my brain works. My brain runs off sarcasm. Just how the fuck it works, right? But it is not, I'm just not here to rip on fat people. Just already grasp. First of all, I used to be a fat people, not that fat, not Tess Holliday fat, because that's not even fat. That's the whole other fucking, I don't even know. I don't even know what to call it anymore. Because we have a society that brought this woman onto a fucking talk show so she could tell teens and tweens to buy her book so they can take life advice from her. If you waddle, you should not even be thinking about giving anybody life advice, especially teens or tweens of other fucking people. It's sad enough that you give your children fucking advice. It's sad enough that you give your children advice, Tess. You should not be giving other people's children advice. That is ridiculous. I like completely insane. Why she would write a book directed at teens and tweens is fucking horrific to me. I don't even understand. Like, I really am beside myself. I had not seen her in a full image in a while, and I really am beside myself. I do not like her, very clearly, right? I do not like her. She's a horrible person. She lies. She actually kept money from a domestic. I'm a huge, by the way, for those of you that don't know, I'm a huge domestic violence advocate. Like I've done work for the National Domestic Violence Registries, everything. Like I'm a fucking big believer that men should fucking stop other men from beating up women because that's one of the things we're fucking supposed to do, right? So I am a huge advocate for that. She withheld money from a domestic violence organization for shirts at one point in time. That was the fucking thing that turned me off to her to begin with. And then there's the whole I'm fat and it's too bad because I'm awesome. Like, you proclaiming you're awesome does not stop the ammonia smell when you walk past. I'm just letting you know. It just fucking doesn't. And I wish everybody could understand this. We can no longer, not point out that that's fucking ridiculous for her to be giving anybody goddamn advice. We are at that point, right? We are at a tipping point. America has never, ever, 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 ever been sicker than it is this fucking day. Today. And everybody can talk about Ozempic and people, blah, blah, blah. We have not been a sicker nation ever. We are going to spend $5.3 to $5.7 trillion in shared healthcare expenditure. $2 trillion of that is in fucking taxes. We are going to spend more in taxes than twice the fucking defense budget on health in America. When, 40 or 50 years ago, we barely spent any money on health and taxes. That's only the taxes portion. There's another $3.3 to $3.7 trillion of out-of-pocket and insurance costs that we're all going to pay. Think about that. So we're going to pay the $5.7 trillion cumulative as taxpayers. Many of you aren't going to pay that because many of you don't pay taxes. But the thing is, why should that money go to support somebody like Tess? Why should that money go to support somebody that does not, in fact, look out for their own health? Like this woman, and I'm sorry, people can say what they want. I know she's got chronic illnesses. I can look at her. Let's pull this shit the fuck back up. Her face looks red as fuck. Like red as fuck. Plus, it looks like she's wearing like boxing gloves and shit like that. She's massively inflamed and she is unhealthy. I had somebody, there was a weird article, like somebody saying like RFK thinks he can look at children and say, and determine their health. Yeah, no fuck, motherfuckers. That's like the first thing they teach you in med school too. Everybody know that? Like a doctor is saying that you can't tell if a person's healthy or not by looking at their weight, when the first fucking thing they teach you in med school is to do visual observation of the person walking in your fucking office. Somebody said, how does she sleep? Not well. I guarantee, I bet you her CPAP machine is run by a nuclear reactor. Like that's how fucking, that's how much she probably has sleep apnea. Like they actually fucking like have to put the graphite rods in and fucking generate the energy to fucking run her fucking CPAP machine. Imagine how much of her child misses out on because of her size. Tons. And I mean, absolutely. Oh, she must have a CPAP. Like I said, a nuclear reactor powers her CPAP. I'm pretty sure she's not super young. She doesn't have many more years. She's 40. She just turned 40. I'm 54. I will say this right now. Unless this woman loses 300 fucking pounds in the next year and a half, 2 years, she's not even going to come goddamn close to my age. Ever. And I'm sorry, but if that's the case, then she should shut the fuck. She should not be giving nobody that might die because of how they treat their body should be giving them fucking, giving people advice. Obzilla. It's going to fall apart soon. Yep. Absolutely. Oh, I'm sure it already has. She recently blew her knee out just fucking standing there. How does she even lay down? She could be right now. We don't know. Like, it just depends on how it's distributed. I'm just kidding. I don't know. I'm not even worried about how she lays down. I'm worried about how the fuck she gets up. You know? Because even if she had one of those, like, sleeper beds, like, what the fuck? Like, does her sleeper bed, like, double as a forklift? I mean, I don't know if I can get it. Her joints are going to give out. Her joints are starting to give out. She's already had a knee injury. Already. She's lucky that and that honestly might be the thing that fucking put this weight on. Just so everybody understands. She hurts her knee, can't walk around, depressed because she can't hurt her knee, and depressed because, well, she's hurt. And imagine being her, having to wake up, slug out fucking, 550 fucking pounds out of the bed, roll or waddle over to the fucking, over to the paint section of her house. It's actually her makeup section. Slather on like 4 or 5 pounds of paint, do her hair so she can sit on TikTok, take up the entire fucking screen, even when she's got her arm all the way stretched out and a fucking tripod, and talk about how she's awesome. Like, imagine the gearing up that takes. Imagine the gearing up that would take. But that's what I find fucking crazy. Like, imagine how, like, what does this woman have to do to get herself there? Like, okay, I got to go be positive now. Like, how does that happen? I don't understand how that can happen. But this for real. This ridiculous, right? Absolutely fucking ridiculous. And yet I'm the mean one. I mean, come on now. I've had knee surgery if I weigh over 14.5 stone. It hurts. Of course it does. During her TED Talk, she was breathing hard just standing there. Absolutely. No, I'm going to say this because I am always very, very truth advocated, and it's the first thing that came across my ADHD mind. She might have been nervous as fuck. If you were her and had to stand up and talk in front of a bunch of people about how awesome you were, knowing that you are you, I'd be nervous too. All right. So, hey, I just want to let everybody know we'll do some Q&A. I got a little bit extra time before I have to go off and then talk about all the COVID stuff that most of you are going to turn off because a lot of you that listen to me for some reason still don't want to admit the fucking truth. So, and it's wild to me because I was right. People were wrong. Let's accept it, move on, and give me my award. But I just wanted to let everybody know we are still doing our holiday 6-month special. We actually created a few more slots for this just for everybody because it is gluttony season. It is upon us. We need to make sure that we do not gain the 15, 20, extra pounds this year or this holiday season that we normally gain. And then instead of having to fight off and lose 5 to 10 pounds of the 15 to 20 pounds that you've gained, we can now just work on the lose 5 to 10 pounds, and you year after year just get a little healthier, a little healthier, a little healthier, and a very healthy lifestyle. It's again, and when you join our app, when you join coaching, you have access to the challenges, but you also get daily communication, weekly video conferences with us, with Crystal or myself. And we have written in books. This is, by the way, this is the book I love the most. Angry Bald Man Writes Hunger Free and Happy. Because I'm very hunger free and very happy. People are like, oh, I'm so angry. You don't think this is kind of like therapy for me to fucking say all the shit that I want to fucking say to society? This is fucking therapy. Therapy, I love it. I love it. That and I get to tell jokes and fucking upset people. And I think that shit's funny. So let's do some Q&A. No better day than today to start working out. Absolutely. That's the goddamn truth. So, and the book you just saw, by the way, for those of you who are wondering, this is built off of our coaching methods. And if you have not gotten this, if you don't even want to get coaching, you can go to Amazon.com right now, go to Hunger Free and Happy, and you can get this for $9.99 for an ebook, and I would love for you to have it. So please do check those things out. And I truly hope that everybody understands that you have to take it upon yourself to start building these habits. We can help you, but you can take it upon yourself. Just build like streaks of habits. Like I got my hydration in the day. That's one day. I got my hydration in that another day. That's another day. Like that's the thing. Like habits are how you get healthy. I am 15 days away from 4 years and 8 months, no binge. And that is built off of habits. Let's see. Completely random. Evelyn Reed is back in the 540s. Sad but not surprising. One, that's not a fucking shock at all whatsoever. I mean, she's never ever ever going to be under 500 pounds because, frankly, she's going to die before. And I don't say that because I want her to die. 1 second. Okay. But she's going to die, like early, soon. I am more shocked that every day that somebody says, "Hey, did you hear that Amberlyn Reed?" And then the words that come after it are something about her still being alive. And not that I want her dead. I mean, she's a completely societally insignificant person. Like just so we get like, if Amberlyn Reed disappeared tomorrow, if she just went off the internet. Do you know what would happen? Nothing. Some people might actually get healthier. That's it. Not her. But it doesn't surprise me. She'll be up over 600 pounds before too long just to blame everybody. I also heard that she stole somebody's... And you guys let me know if this is the truth. Because if this is the truth, then I will do a video on it because this is disgusting. You know what's like? Hey, forgot to plug in the computer. But I heard she stole somebody's essay story, like her cousin or something like that. Like she stole the person's story and used it as her own. If you still watch her after that, even to hate watch her, don't. I don't watch her videos at all. What the fuck? At all. The only time you're going to ever see me watch an Amberlyn Reed video is but you guys ask me enough that I'm going to I'm going to do a video on it. And even then, I don't watch it beforehand. And even then, I don't watch all of it because I can't stand her. She's ridiculous. Like, when somebody's IQ is half of mine, I have a hard time listening to them. Let's see. The cordyceps actually helps sustain energy. I have no idea if the parasites help. I've done no research, so I can't actually help. I can't actually comment. I have no idea. Glitter and Lasers is back on the couch. Flare up. You think she might be flared up from, I don't know, trying to lift heavy weight and shit like I said was going to happen? I'll do a video on that tomorrow, though. Because I told you so. It's almost like I do this for a fucking living. You know? Like, it's almost like I've coached thousands of very, very big people to healthy weights and have written books on it and shit like that. And then, of course, like, she'll just label me as a hater and try to block me and all that shit and say how horrible I am and I don't know shit. Meanwhile, it does not take a fucking genius to see somebody that complains about their inflammatory disorders all the time, that then is going to start trying to do an extreme fucking sport like strongman, which puts your body in a very, 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 like, the biggest, you know the difference between strongman competitors on a like national scale and others that both try really hard. These ones focus more on recovery and keep their inflammation down than these ones. And that's the truth. That's the same for just about every type of for athlete. If you're morbidly obese, you should not be training for an extreme sport. You should be focusing on getting the fucking weight off you. Period. It's not like she lifted weights beforehand. She is never going to be a strong person. She's never going to be super strong. And here's how I'll tell you. First of all, anybody that says, well, she's already super strong, she, hex deadlifted 400 pounds. That is like my wife lifting up the grocery bags. I'm just going to put that out there, like a relative comparison to how big she is. But secondly, she's got next to no upper body strength. My wife lifts more than us, and that's never going to come up. Especially for her to train as hard as she would need to develop enough upper body strength to compete in strongman, she's never, ever, ever going to do it because she will hurt herself or flare up or whatever, and it's going to be too fucking hard for her. 100% of the time. I guarantee it. Oh, so Amberlyn does steal stories. What a fucking disgusting pig. Internet notoriety isn't the same as celebrity. Look at Smara. She messed with a real celebrity and got run off. I am going to do a video on that because it is hilarious. But then again, Samira was very confused about her authority anyway. I mean, she came after me twice. And not only did she fucking run away, but her entire fucking fan base ran the fuck away too. Like, I was still fucking going and they're fucking running away. So, I mean, they delude themselves. If you are a fat activist, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? I can say true shit. You can call me a meanie. My shit's still true. I don't give a fuck if you think I'm mean. And you're not going to do anything physically to me. And you're not going to be able to fucking cancel me. Same thing with Cardi B. I love that. She got so big for her britches. She was like, listen here, Miss Cardi B. That was so fucking funny. Love it. Amberlyn Reed, she stole the story, wrongly accused her ex of SA, claimed she was a drug baby, which she wasn't, and that her brother, was her brother. Wow. Horrible ass person. Mushrooms apparently only get you high. There are conflicting evidence. Trying to find some other... Well, I know that that's not true necessarily because Ambrosia's pre-workout kinetic and Mental Jewels are both mushroom-based. And Mental Jewels is right here. These are both mushroom-based. They're neurotropic mushroom-based. So, and this doesn't get me high. It just makes it so my ADHD is a fucking weapon. All right. Listen, folks, I will take last questions here, and I'm also going to say, hey, here you go. You can get our 6-month holiday special. This is for $199.99 for 6 months. It is super, 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 super inexpensive. You will probably save more money on food than you will pay for that. So I would highly suggest, if you've ever thought about getting coaching, that you jump on it now, because I can guarantee you those deals are not going to stay that way. And we just have a little back project working. But I can guarantee you that those deals are not going to stay that way. So here it is. Hope to talk to all of you soon. I will be back in about a half an hour to discuss all things COVID and how I was right all the public health officials are wrong and we should have never done shit. Talk soon.